What if a divine promise to double your money ended up costing you everything? For 18,000 faithful people, that's exactly what happened. They poured their life savings, nearly $500 million, into a ministry that promised heavenly returns, only to find out it was all a lie. This is where faith meets fraud, and where the line between saint and scammer completely disappears. For millions, faith is a source of hope and community. But that devotion can also be a serious vulnerability. What happens when the collection plate becomes a personal piggy bank and a house of worship becomes a house of cards? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 shocking ministry scandals that expose how the promise of salvation was used to pull off devastating crimes. Our first case is Greater Ministries International, a church that promised its members it could literally double their money. Led by Gerald Payne, the ministry told followers that any donation would be returned twofold. The pitch was intoxicating, mixing financial prosperity with religious devotion. They pulled in close to $500 million, but the promised investments in gold mines, they were pure fantasy. It was a classic Ponzi scheme. Money from new investors was used to pay off the early ones. Eventually, the scheme collapsed. Payne and other leaders were convicted of fraud and money laundering. But for their 18,000 victims, there was no divine return-only financial ruin. Next, we have the PTL Club. In the 1980s, Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker were the king and queen of televangelism. They preached a gospel of prosperity, and their lavish lifestyle, gold-plated bathroom fixtures and luxury cars seemed to be proof it worked. But it all came crashing down when a newspaper discovered the ministry had secretly paid $279,000 to a church secretary named Jessica Hahn, who alleged Jim Bakker had sexually assaulted her. Investigators then uncovered a massive financial fraud. The Bakkers were selling lifetime partnerships for hotels that were wildly overbooked. In 1989, Jim Bakker was convicted on 24 counts of fraud and conspiracy, becoming a symbol of televangelist greed. But not all scandals are about blatant theft. In 2019, a whistleblower revealed the Mormon Church's investment arm had secretly built up a fund worth over $100 billion. The money was supposedly for charity, but the whistleblower claimed it hadn't funded any such projects in over 2 decades. To hide this colossal fortune, the church created 13 shell companies to mislead regulators. In 2023, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged the church for these deceptive practices, and they paid a $5 million penalty. The scandal raised serious ethical questions about a tax-exempt organization hoarding enormous wealth while misleading the public. These stories are shocking, and we're just getting started. If you believe in holding power accountable, make sure you resubscribed and have hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future investigations.